So I'm going to rip this wax pack now. I have the 1985 Fleer pack here. I'm going to show it. And I'm going to open it up the best that I can to show you each card. And I've never done this, so this is the first time that I'm opening this up. So here it is. I'm going to slowly unwrap. And as I do that, be very careful and try not to rip it too much. These don't have the gum in it, so that's you don't get the wax stains on everything, but it's kind of nostalgic to smell that gum. There's something about the gum and the cardboard together that is awesome. These will have the sticker. So, all right, here's our wax pack wrapper, and we're going to start with the first card. It's George Wright. George Wright, don't remember a lot about him, and we're not going to take too long on these, but we'll go through a little each one. Jeff Robinson, I can remember him. He looks really young there. Pretty good pitcher. Mike Witt. If you all have any stories about any of these players or any of these cards, hit us up on our @RippingWaxPacks Twitter handle, and I'd be glad to give you a shout out and talk about your story, at least a few of them, the next time we have an episode. Mike Boddicker, really good pitcher. Another pitcher, Craig Lefferts. Luis Leal, another pitcher. Wow, got a lot of pitchers here. And then the side armor here, Dan Quisenberry. He was a good pitcher, good relief pitcher. I'm not sure, he might have started some, but he was pretty much a relief pitcher, I believe. The Quiz. Chris Chambliss, good first baseman. A pretty long career, really long career actually. Dwayne Murphy. We're looking for that Clemens or that Puckett. Those would be the big ones. And I love the Eric Davis. And everybody loves Rollie Fingers mustache. It's classic. Classic Rollie Fingers mustache. Gotta love it. Ken Phelps. I do remember this card. I think this is his rookie too. Alvin Davis, he had some pretty good years. That rookie year, it says, I'm looking at the back of the card right now, it says 27 home runs and 116 RBI. Pretty awesome for a first-year player, hitting .284. Wow. You know, he had a few good years. Mike Scott, great pitcher as well. Bill Buckner, oh boy. Bill Buckner, he's in a great spot there. His first base spot, and everybody knows, in the World Series, and I believe that was 1986. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going through these off the top of my head. When Mookie Wilson hit the ball that went between his legs, and poor guy, he was treated so badly for all those years until they won a World Series. But really, they had other chances, and that was in Game 6, and they could have come back in Game 7. But it's never up to one person and their fault. But he always had a good attitude about it, and was a really good guy. But he was a really good player too, Bill Buckner. The last card, Rick Lysander. And then we have the Brewers sticker. Like I said, those stickers, I had those everywhere. And you had these little entry forms for certain sweepstakes, and I was always wanting to win the sweepstakes, and I never did. After a while, I think I stopped filling the things out, but I did for a while. So when you look at these cards, so we'll just go back to the Rollie Fingers because it's just classic. The card has got a great border. I love the gray border. It's awesome. It's a beautiful card. Gray border. You have the team logo up in the corner. Those are always cool, the team logos. Name on the top and then their position. And looks like this was a photo that wasn't in action, but they did have some that were in action, like this one was in action. So really nice job on the pictures. On the back, you have Fleer always had their minor league and at least this year had their minor league and their full major league stats on the back. Because some of them didn't do that. We'll get to some other ones, but off the top of my head, I'm thinking that maybe Donruss had, like their last 5 years or something like that, but I could be wrong there. So don't be too mean on the comments here. I'm just doing this for the first time. Just so everybody knows, I'll try to do this once a week if I can. If I get more time, I'll try to do it twice, but one a week for now. I just love looking at baseball cards and opening wax packs. Baseball is my favorite. I do have some other cards too, so at some point I might open some football or basketball wax packs, but as of right now, it's going to be baseball, and we'll go from there, and hopefully we can make this a fun weekly thing, and just talk a little bit about baseball, and hopefully in the next episode I get some comments, and y'all can hear some of your stories. I can just remember one story before I go. I can remember kind of got me into it was I was at this store called Lawson's. I don't know if anyone remembers that. I think it turned into Dairy Mart later, but it was called Lawson's, and my mom and dad would go in there and always go get some stuff from there. It's like a little convenience store, and seems like you could get baseball cards anywhere. So we would go in there and get just a few wax packs. They were, I don't know, 25, 35 cents there. And I remember my brother and I went in there, and then we were waiting for our parents or my mom or something, and we sat out on we sat right out on the sidewalk and just sat there. And I really looked up to my brother. So he opens, I think it was a 1984 Donruss, which is one of my favorite cards, and years of card. And he pulled that. I remember him opening the pack, and he pulled Darryl Strawberry 1984 Donruss, and it was like the coolest thing. That card, and obviously the Mattingly, that's the biggest one now, but at that point, Mattingly and Strawberry were huge, and he pulled that Strawberry, and it was like, oh my goodness, it was like unbelievable. We were so excited, and being the I'm 6 years younger than my brother, it was like, dude, that's awesome. Now, are you gonna trade me or not? He's like, no, I'm not trading you. That's my card. But it was just, that's one cool story I just thought of off the top of my head that just made me think of kind of how I got started into cards. And I just always loved baseball, played baseball in college, and just love sports and love to talk sports. But hopefully this can be a weekly thing as we get this going, and we can get you more involved as you send in Twitter comments. And hope everybody has a great day, and we can get this thing going. Again, it's the Twitter handle is at Ripping Wax Packs, and the podcast is called AV's Ripping Wax Packs. Have a good day.